Here we go. We are going to start with our feet split, and we're going to be going into a lunge, 2-count lunge. We're going to add some arms, okay? So we come down, 1, 2, up, 1, 2. We pull down with the arms, and then press them back up. We've done this one before. Just warming up the body. Lunge and reach. Lunge and reach. Give me one more. Lunge and reach. Let's take it to that other side, okay? So switch the feet. Arms come up, down, and up. Pull and reach. Good, keep it going. Give me 2 more. 2 and 1. Very good. Let's stand it up, okay? We're gonna do a skater, so we're crossing behind right here like this. And then we're gonna add a little tricep kickback, no weights, just warming up those arms and those legs. You know, a little hop if you're feeling it, or you can keep stepping it, work up to that hop, or never get to it, that's fine too. All right, keep it going. One side, and then the other. Couple more. Give me 2 and 1. All right, we're gonna do a walkout plank with a hip opener or a spider. So we're gonna come stand up, walk out to the plank, and then one of our feet comes towards the hand, okay? So bend over, walk it out. Step it forward, come back, other foot forward, come back, walk it back in. Okay, repeat. Come down. And if your foot doesn't come all the way up to that hand, that's fine. Just bring it up far so you get a little bit of hip stretch. And back up. Repeat. Right there, and there. Walk it back. Let's do 2 more. Step. And back, step, and back, walk it back. Let's do 1 more. Here we go. Good. And stand it up. Perfect. Back to those 2-count squats. Split those feet. Arms come up. We come down. We press up. We come down. We press up. Remember, it's still a warm up. So if your lunges aren't really deep, don't worry about it. 1 more here. Good. Let's switch those feet. Switch them, split them. Arms come up. Pull and reach. Pull and reach. Good. Keep going. 2 more. 2 and 1. Excellent. Stand up. Skater with tricep kick back, okay? Right there, step and step. You can add a little hop if you're feeling it. Good. Do a few more here, and then we'll go back to those walkout planks with the spider or the hip opener, okay? Give me 2 and 1. Good. Walk it out with that plank. Come to the top of your mat or the space. Hinge forward. Hands walk it out. Step forward and forward. Walk it back. And we repeat. Come down and walk it out. Step it forward and back. We'll do 2 more, okay? Here we go. And step, and back. 1 more. Good. When you get back up to the top, give me a jog, give me a march. I'm gonna blow my nose real quick. Sorry about that, but keep those feet moving. All right, we're moving those feet. So we're gonna be using dumbbells for most of the circuit. We have about like 8 exercises. We use it for the first 5. the last 3 are body weight, okay? I will, of course, give you options, so do what you can. We're gonna be starting with a bicep curl, but we're gonna be doing that curl center and then taking it out wide, okay? We will still do 10, so this counts as 1. So technically you're doing twice as many bicep curls as you normally would. So if you need to adjust your weights, maybe go down, you are welcome to. If you feel like you can push through and do basically 20 reps with the same weight you typically do what you can, okay? All right, so grab some weights for this. So we do what we consider maybe a traditional bicep curl. We're center, and then we come out and we pivot out wide, okay? So we will do 10 sets of those or 20 curls altogether. With either of those curls, make sure that you're not anchoring the elbows against the body, okay? That makes it a little easier for the biceps, and that's not our goal. We're trying to challenge the biceps, okay? So their elbows are close to the body but not anchoring, okay? All right, find a good stable base with the feet, slight bend in those knees, curl center, then take it out, curl wide. Good, center, and wide, keep it going. Center, and wide. Breathe for me. You've got it. You are halfway there. And minimize that motion from the upper body. Make it be the arms. Give me 2. And 1. And if you're pacing slower than me, that's fine. Do what you can. All right. We're going to be going to a single arm row with a squat after this. So I'm going to ditch one of my dumbbells. And then I'm going to show you how this is going to work. Okay. We're going to be doing an upright row with a squat. So the upright row is like this. The elbow comes out and up. And then I'm going to turn my toes ever so slightly out. I'm going to squat and row right here. So the legs are going to do 20 squats. Each arm will do 10 upright rows, okay? So find a place that feels comfortable with those feet. You can take them wider, narrower, you can turn more out or more in. Just kind of find something that feels good for this whole little range of motion here, okay? All right, so we squat, pull up through the center and out to the side. Good. With that elbow. Watch the wrists. Make sure they try and stay nice and strong. Not too much of a bend. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Then we switch to the other side. Same deal. Here we go. Squat and row. Good. Keep it going. It's halfway. 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right. The next exercise is going to be one weight as well. We're also going to be working one side of the body, and then we'll do the other side. We're going to bring our feet into a held lunge. So we'll split the feet. I'm going to take this one dumbbell, come into my lunge here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate to the side, press the arms out, rotate back to center. That's the move. We stay down in that lunge the whole time, rotate, press out, and in. As we do that press out and in, we're really working the core. So think about, activating your abs right here as we press out, all right? Okay, so find your lunge. We start facing that leg, but then we rotate halfway between, press it out, back in, back to the front. We're rotating towards that back leg. Good. Keep it going. That's halfway. Good. Good. We need 2 more. 2. And 1. Good. So then we'll just go to the other side. The feet get split the other way. The other one is in the front. Okay. We'll rotate, press out, and back in. Okay. And try as we extend out. It's not quite up to shoulder height. Think more belly button. Okay. All right. Here we go. Come into that lunge. Rotate, press, in, and front. Keep it going. Breathe for me. Halfway. Three more. 2. 1. Awesome. Bring it back in. We're going to be coming down to our knees for this next one. It's going to be a combination of an overhead tricep extension and then a front overhead press. So let me demo real quick. I'm going to turn to the side for this first one so you can kind of get an idea. So I'm going to start up above my head. You could also sit down for this if kneeling is not a good option for you. You could sit in a chair. Okay. I'm going to do an overhead press right there. I come here and then I bring it in the front, down in front of my chest, back up overhead, bend, and straighten. Okay. All right. So grab your weights, find your position. Take it overhead. Let's bend. Straighten, bring it down in front, back up, bend, straighten, weights come down in front, back up, keep it going. You can also do this with 1 dumbbell, holding it in between the hands. Halfway, guys. 3 more. 2. And 1. Excellent. Bring it back. So now we're here to the part where we're going to do some body weight exercises, okay? So no weights needed for these next 3. The first one is going to be a bird dog with a crunch. So we're coming to all 4s. This is core and balance. We want our knees under our hips, our wrists under our shoulders. We're going to lift opposite arm, opposite leg, and then we're going to crunch knee towards elbow, take it back out and down. I like to alternate sides. So then I do the other side. Crunch, back in and down, all right? If the crunch is problematic for you, you can just do the lift of opposite arm, opposite leg, and then switch sides, all right? All right, here we go. Make sure you have that good centered stance to start with. Lift, crunch knee towards elbow, back out and down. Other side, lift, crunch, back out and down. Keep it going. Really reach and lengthen. Keep it going. After this set, we'll be halfway. This one takes a little longer. It's slow and controlled. Doing both sides, halfway. Again. Three more sets. Two more sets. Hang in here, home stretch. One more set. Good. Come back to center. You can sit in child's pose for a second, take a few deep breaths. That's helpful. We're going to be doing a push-up variation next. All right, so it's a spider move plus a push-up. I will show you the full move, and then I will show you an advancement, and then I'll show you a modification. Okay? So if you do your push-ups on your toes, the full move here is you do a push-up, we come up, and remember how in the warm-up we stepped our foot forward? We're going to step it forward, back, step it forward, and back. So advancements, you would do the push-up, and then instead of touching the foot to the floor, you would bring it in and bring it in. And finally, I've got a further advancement for those of you that are very advanced. What you can do is you can combine the push-up with the spider, okay? So it looks like this. Hopefully my body's not too tired to be able to complete this. So you're here, and as you push up, you bring that knee forward, take it back, then you do the other side, forward and back, okay? That is harder. So modifications, taking it back. One thing you can do if you're used to doing your push-ups on your knees is you're here on the knees, give me that push-up, and then you come up to that plank, step it forward, or even do the spider where you don't touch the floor with the foot, okay? Another thing you can do is you can elevate this on like a sofa or a couch, so you do your push-up, and then you bring that knee towards the elbow, okay? All right, so a lot of options. You can really make it your own, all right? The goal, though, is 10 of the push-ups, okay? If you're doing that really advanced version where the knee is coming as you're doing the push-up, still count the push-ups, don't count the knees, okay? All right, 10 of these. Here we go. So push-up, bring that knee forward, and the other one. Unless you're doing the advanced one, and then you're on your own. Everybody's gonna pace differently on this one. Okay, I'll give some time after we're done, or I guess after I'm done. I am currently halfway. Keep it going. When you are done, you can sit back in child's pose. If you're not there yet, keep going, okay? You've got this. All right, I'm gonna start talking about the next move. The next move is going to be a reverse plank, and it is going to have an option to take it up a notch. So for a reverse plank, you can do this on the forearms if the wrists are giving you a problem. Where you're right here, the legs come out, and you're gonna press into these forearms, lift the butt and squeeze, okay? It's kind of hard to tell because there's not much space between me and the mat. If you would like to advance this, we're gonna take it up to a high reverse plank. So fingertips are pointing towards my feet. No lift, raise my hips, raise my chest. Okay? And then further advancement is we're going to march those legs. Again, only do this if you're ready. So we'll lift up, we march knee towards chest, knee towards chest. It's kind of like a reverse mountain climber, if you think about it. Like a mountain climber, we're in high plank, knees are coming under the body. Here we're in that high reverse plank, knees are coming towards the chest. All right? So we will do 10 marches each knee if you're marching it. If not, just hold as long as you can. Your goal is to hold until we are done with our marches. All right? All right. Do it again. Lift it up. If we're going to march, we're marching. Knee towards chest. Good. Keep it moving. If you're moving, that is. Halfway. Make sure the hips don't sag too much. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come down. Circle those wrists for me. We did a lot of hard work on those last two. And the other way. Good. Shake it out. All right, go ahead and get yourself a sip of water. And then we start over at the top of our circuit. We'll be standing up, doing some bicep curls to start. But give yourself a second. Stretch things out if they need to be stretched out. Slowly get yourself up. So we started this whole thing with curls center and wide, all right? And remember, it's basically double the amount of bicep curls that we typically do. So if you feel like you need to take a step back in how heavy your weights are, there's no shame in that, all right? All right, shake it out. We got a few deep breaths, in and out. All right, let's grab those weights. Stand up nice and tall. Weights come to the front of the thighs. Good stable base with the feet, with a slight bend in those knees. Chest is open, shoulders are back. All right, curl center, then curl wide. Keep it going. Center, and then wide. Good. Nice and tall. Remember, elbows are not anchoring on the body. That's halfway. Keep breathing. Three, 2, and 1. Good. Whew. And if you were taking yours slower and you're still going, finish off your 10 if you can. All right, single arm row with a squat is our next one. So choose an arm that's gonna start with for you. We're gonna turn those toes out, okay? We squat down, we upright row as we stand up. All right, nice and tall, shoulders back. Here we go. Weight drops down, we pull it up. We squat and we row. Good, keep it going. Your arms are probably tired. That's okay, keep it going. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Switch hands. We're now on the other side, okay? Same deal though. Squat, row as you stand. Squat, row as you stand. Good, keep it going. Halfway. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Whew. All right, we've got held lunge with the rotation and the press out next. We're taking 1 dumbbell. You could take 2 as well if like your weights are lighter and you need a little extra something. I've got 1 heavy dumbbell that I'm gonna take and hand over hand it, okay? We're gonna split those feet. We come into that held lunge. So find a position in that lunge that you can hold. We're gonna rotate, extend the arms out, back in and forward. Rotate, extend, in and forward. Keep it going. Really press into those feet to help you with your balance. Good. Halfway. Just a few more. Give me 2 more. 2. And 1. Good. Then we have to do the other side, okay? So we're rotating towards that back leg, extending the arms out. So switch the feet. Come down into that lunge wherever it feels like you could hold it. All right? Rotate, press, back in and forward. Keep it going. Good. Keep rotating, pressing, and breathing. Halfway. Three more. 2 and 1. Good. Stand it up. Coming to the knees or taking a seat, we are going to do that overhead tricep and then bringing it forward into that front overhead press. This time I'm going to just take one dumbbell with me. I'm going to hold it here. Last time I did 2. You're welcome to do either option, okay? Either one works. So come to those knees, find a stable position. We start with the overhead tricep extension, okay? Arms are extended up overhead. We bend, we straighten. We bring the weight or weights in front of us, and then back up. Bend, straighten, bring it in front, and back up. Keep it going. Good. Halfway. Keep breathing, keep moving. Two more. One more. Finish with this front press. Good. All right. Then we set the weights to the side. We're to those 3 exercises where we don't use weights. Bird dog with a crunch is that first one. Okay, so you'll come to all fours. You want our knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. We'll extend opposite arm, opposite leg out, and then do a crunch under the body. Okay? All right, so set it up here. We're gonna reach and crunch, back out and down. Other side, reach and crunch, back out and down. Keep it going. Reach, crunch, reach and down. Reach, crunch, reach and down. Very good. Really lengthen as you reach. Crunch as you crunch. Throughout each movement, be very intentional. Halfway. Keep it going. Three more sets. Two more sets. One final set. All right. So the next move is going to be that spider push-up. Whether that is an actual spider push-up where you're pushing up as that knee comes forward, or whether you are breaking it down, doing a push-up, and then bringing a knee forward and the other knee forward, okay? Remember, you can also do push-up on the knees. You can do elevated push-up. Do what you need to. Everybody's going to pace differently for this one, so I'll try and give a little bit of time in between when I'm done and when we move on to the next exercise, okay? All right, so I will come to my toes for my push-ups. Here we go. So we do a push-up, then it's a knee forward, knee forward. Good, keep it going. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure you're checking your form. Make sure your neck in line. I've got two more. you're done, you can sit back in child's pose. Take a few deep breaths. If you're still going, hang in there. You can do it. And remember, if 10 is too much, 9 is fine, 8 is great. Do what you can. But when you're done, child's pose, and a few deep breaths, stretching out those shoulders and calming the heart rate down a little bit. Push-ups can really take that heart rate up. And when you're ready, the next one is going to be that reverse plank. So get ready to roll it over, okay? Remember, you can do this on those forearms. It's a little easier for the wrists, okay, if you need to. I'm going to be taking mine up into a high reverse plank. I'm going to be marching knee towards chest. 10 each knee, okay? Whatever option you're doing, try and make sure that the hips are lifted. Try and keep that nice straight line through the body and squeeze those glutes, okay? All right, here we go. Fingers are pointed towards your toes. Lift it up. If you're gonna march, march with me. Here we go. Good, one and then the other. Keep it going. Halfway. Three, 2, and 1. Come on down. Roll those wrists for me. Okay? They just did a lot of hard work. Roll them the other way. And shake it out. If the wrists really are bugging you and you don't want to do forearms, a trick you can often do, and this works with push-ups, this works with planks and reverse planks, is you can bring your dumbbells, okay? And instead of taking those hands on the floor, take the hands around the dumbbells and you lift up, okay? And it makes it so that there's not as big of a bend in the wrist, okay? All right, grab a sip of water. And then we have one final time through all of these exercises. I'm gonna grab another dumbbell for myself real quick, and then we'll get going. All right, so we're gonna start with center and wide bicep curls. So grab the weights that you use for that. Stand up if you aren't already there. Bring those weights in front. Final set of everything, okay? All right, chest is raised, shoulders are back. Curl center, then curl wide. Curl center and wide. Very good. Keep it moving. Take it at your own pace. If you need to pause for a second, it's always an option. We're halfway. Give me 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Whew, you did it. All right, then we're going to squat with single arm row, okay? So I'm gonna ditch one of my weights. Decide which arm we're gonna do first. Turn those toes out to an angle that feels good, okay? We keep that chest raised as we drop to the center and row out to the side. Drop, row to the center, and elbow goes to the side. Good. Keep it going. I'm halfway. Three, 2, and 1. This time I'll be glad for a little break. Switch the weight to the other side. Let's get ready to go again on this side. Here we go. Squat and row. Squat and row. Halfway. 3, 2, and 1. Good. I'm gonna do the held lunge with the twist, press out, okay? You can use 2 lighter weights, or you can use 1 heavier and hand over, hand up on those weights. So split the feet, come into a lunge that you can hold, okay? Weight is right here between chest and belly button. Rotate towards that back leg, extend out, in and front. Rotate, press, in and front. Keep it going. Good. Really dig into those feet to ground yourself. Use the core. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We'll go over to that other side. So find your balance here. Find the lunge that's going to work. Weight comes up. Rotate towards that back leg. Extend out, in and forward. Keep it going. Breathe for me. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Stand it up. All right, coming to the knees, overhead triceps with that front press, okay? I'm gonna grab 1 heavier dumbbell. You can grab 1 heavier dumbbell, or you could do 2 lighter dumbbells, whatever you have, whatever you're working with, okay? So either come to the knees or find a seat on a chair. Grab that dumbbell or dumbbells. Arms come overhead. We bend, straighten, bring it forward in the front, not forward, but down in the front. Back overhead, bend, straighten, bring it down, and up. Keep it going. Very good. This is halfway. 5 more. Three, 2, 1 more. Good. All right. We are done with dumbbells for the day, guys. We just have 3 body weight moves, and then we're done. So, bird dog with a crunch is our next one. We're coming to all fours. We're extending opposite arm, opposite leg, crunching under the body, and then doing the other side. Okay. You know the drill. Come to all fours, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Lift opposite arm, opposite leg, crunch under, extend back out, and down. Very good. Lift, crunch, out, and down. Keep it going. Lift, crunch, out, and down. Other side. Lift, crunch, out, and down. Really feel each move. Be very intentional. Think about actually doing like a crunch with the abs as you do this one, okay? You're halfway there. Keep it going. One side and then the other. 3 more sets. Two more sets. Give me 1 more set. All right, then come to center. So, next one is the push-up with a spider. You know your variations, okay? This is the last set, so listen to your body. Can you do another full set, whether that's been 10 or 9 or 8 for you? Okay. Can you do it at maybe a higher level than you did, or at least maybe for a few? Like I think I'm going to do some of the full spiders for maybe 2 to 4 push-ups, depending on how my body is feeling. Maybe if you're used to doing it on your knees, maybe you try a few on your toes. Okay? But whatever your body's ready for, if it's not ready to take it up to the next level, keep it where you're going until you build the strength to move it up. All right? So push-up and spider. Here we go. I'm going to come, do my push-up, bring my knee forward, boop, bring my knee forward. There we go. Keep it going. Whatever combination you're doing. Just make sure you're breathing, checking your form. When you get to your limit, when you're done, come to the knees, sit back in child's pose, and stretch it out. If you're still going on those push-ups, go you. Finish strong. But when you're done, some deep breaths and a little bit of stretching. All right? A few more deep breaths, and then we'll get ready for the final exercise of today. It's that reverse plank with the optional march. Remember, if the wrists are really bugging you right now, you can do that reverse plank down on the forearms. You also can take a pair of dumbbells, and that helps you kind of straighten the wrist out a little bit more and not have quite as much pressure on a bent wrist. Okay? Do what you can, friends. All right, so I'm gonna go up into that full high reverse plank and march one knee towards my chest and then the other. All right? Final exercise. Here we go. Lift up, hips are up, march, and march. Keep it going. Very good. Arms are strong, core is strong. Over halfway. Maybe 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Come down. Circle those wrists for me. Good. Circle them the other way. Good. Shake it out. Excellent. Grab a sip of water, and then we're going to stretch it out. Okay? Nice job, everybody. It's always really good, but also hard to come out on a Monday morning. I don't know about you guys, but Sunday's my rest day, so sometimes my body's like, what? Resting was nice. What is this? But then it's like, okay, I know this is good for me. All right. We're on the ground. We're going to take one leg out, and this other one here in front. And, you know, if your leg doesn't bend all this way, that's fine. It can be out here, okay? Do what your body can do. Reach across and down. And again, just reaching for what you can. Maybe that's knee, shin, ankle. Maybe you're all the way to the toe. Do what you can. Just breathe. Keep working on taking nice deep breaths and bringing that heart rate down. Now bring those hands to the floor in front of you and just hinge forward a little bit. Our rule with stretching is you want it to feel like a nice gentle stretch. If you feel like you're pulling something, you're probably going too far, ease back a little bit. And sit up. Let's take it out to that other side. Leg comes out, we bend this one here in front. Reach across and down. Breathe. Now bring your hands to the floor in front of you and hinge forward. And then sit up. We're going to bring the soles of those feet together, and they can be as far away from the body as you need to, or they can come in. If you can't quite make them touch, just make them come like they're coming together, but they're not there yet. Okay? Sit tall and hinge forward. Sit up. We're going to extend both these legs out in front. One is going to bend, cross over, hug into that chest, sit nice and tall, and I'm going to take an arm behind and look over the shoulders, still sitting tall. Getting a nice spinal twist and deepening the stretch in the glute. I really feel it. Then come back to center and we'll do the other side. So this leg comes to the floor. We bend this one and hug it towards the chest. Sit tall, arm comes behind and look over that shoulder. And back to center. All right, we're gonna come to all fours, okay? We're gonna do a little cat-cow. So check that the knees are under the hips, the wrists are under the shoulders. We're gonna round up and then down the other way, okay? Up and down and look forward. You can take this as deep or as slow as feels good. If it really feels good to kind of sink into one of the rounds, do it. If you like the movement from one to the other, keep it moving. Two more. And one more. Come back to a neutral position. We're going to thread the needle. So take one arm, thread it through the hole on the other side. Lean as much or as little of the body onto the shoulder as feels good. And kind of hang out here once you've found it. Back to center and do that other side. So thread this arm through. Again, bind to the point where the pressure on that shoulder and arm feels good. And come back to center. Okay, we're going to come to all fours again. We're going to tuck those toes. We're going to come up and press the hips back into downward dog. Okay, let's pedal those feet. One heel and then the other, coming towards the floor, getting alternating calf stretches. Good. those feet. All right, now press both heels towards the floor. Hips are still pressing up and back. You can bend those knees if you need to. Good. Now come forward onto all fours again. Okay. We're going to do a quick little hip mobility thing, and then we'll flip over onto our back. So we're on all fours. Keeping the knee bent, we're going to lift one heel up towards the ceiling like we're kicking. Open out to the side, and bring it back to where we started. Kick up, open out to the side, and down. We're making kind of a little circle here. Try and make it as big as possible. Hopefully you can tell, even though I'm like way zoomed out right now. And then take it the other way. So now I take it out to the side, up to the top, and down. Out to the side, up to the top, and down. Do 2 more this direction. 1 more. Good. Then we'll do the other side. I'll flip around so you can see this side. So we kick up towards the ceiling, out to the side, and down, up, out, and down. Making just kind of a big circle with the hip. Taking it through a lot of range of motion. Take it the other way. So out to the side, kick it up, and down. Out to the side, up, and down. Keep it going. 2 more. And 1 more. All right, very good. We're going to lay down on our back. Roll it on back. Take both of those knees and hug them nice and wide, okay? And give me a little rocking motion side to side if it feels good. I like the rocking motion. You know I'm partial to it. But if you are not a fan, that's okay. You can hold it center. All right, if you're rocking, bring it back to center. We're going to do figure 4. So release those knees, cross an ankle over that opposite thigh, thread the hands through and grab that bottom leg and gently pull. Try and keep this knee strong, pressing away from the body. Good. And then we'll switch to the other side. Cross the ankle over the other thigh. Grab the bottom leg and gently pull. Enjoy this. Feeling that stretch to the hip and the glute. Just a little longer. And release. Bring those feet to the floor. We're going to sit up, so I'm going to grab the backs of my legs and gently roll up. Okay. Find a comfortable way to sit, and we're going to do a little breathing / wrist / chest and shoulders stretch and relaxation here at the end. We've done this one before. Hands come together in prayer or heart center, pressing the palms together and also kind of pressing down. So as we press down, you're going to feel a little bit of a stretch through those wrists. Okay. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bring the elbows down and wide. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back to center. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, open wide. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, back to center. One more time. Inhale, up. Exhale, open chest. Inhale, up. Exhale, back to center. All right, guys. Thanks for being here today. I hope you have a great week. Stay dry, and hopefully I will see you guys Friday.